Now before I place the leaves, they aren't quite done yet, so I'm going to give that curled effect that I told you before I was going to do using the heating tool. I already have it plugged up and ready to go. And make sure you are not holding them, because this thing gets so hot you'll burn your hands. Just kind of run it over the leaves and it'll just start to curl. It's awesome to watch it actually work. You can see it curling right, oops. And you can actually mess with it a little bit as you're heating it if you want it to curl in a certain area. Okay, now that we have some curl to our leaves. Before, if you were using like 2 or more than 2 leaves, for this you could just place it on the tacky tape that you already have applied to the dowel. And if you were going to give it an effect of like 2 leaves placed together, like some of the other flowers that we have here, you could place a little bit of tacky tape in between the 2 leaves before you actually place it onto the tacky tape that's on the dowel. So for this one, I am going to go ahead and just place it right on the dowel. And then once I have it on there, if you want to bend it down, that's what's so great about the scrunch paper. You can just really tailor it to how you would like. And you might end up needing to put an extra piece, but let's just see, I might have gotten it on there exactly the way I need it without having to add an extra piece. No, looks like I'm going to have to add a piece on the other side. And again, just 1.5 to 2 inches. Just so you have some range to where you can, if you decided to move it around a little bit, you have a long enough piece on there to work around it. And any excess that's on there you're not going to see because it is clear. Now we have our leaves on. I'm going to place the flower. Just using some hot glue, I will attach my flower. Just coat it a little bit. And you want to stick it on just in between the pink and the blue paper. And press it down to make sure it's on there good. Now your flower is done, and you can fill it up with whatever embellishments or glues, buttons that you want, and your jar is complete. But before we're done, I wanted to show you one step on some of the other flowers. As you can see, they are like a basic daisy, just you cut it out with different paper and layer it, so that's fairly simple. And then this other one is just a sunflower. Again, it's just your basic shapes that you glue together. But this one is a little different, and I was thinking that you might be interested to see how the center of this was made by our designer, Natalie. She did a great job on it, and I just wanted to show you that process really quick. What she did was really cool because she didn't waste any paper. She used what was left from the inside of the flower. There was some leftover that she didn't use because she replaced it with a different paper. And she just took the leaves or petals and brought them, folded them over to the center. Using some glue, you want to put some in there first. But get it good and coated with some glue. You can use hot glue, flour soft glue. I'm using the 2-way zig glue. and you're gonna have to do each leaf, but get them all attached in the center. So in order to get the petals to hold down, I decided to go ahead and use the tacky tape again, and I just cut some little strips so that you can have it down and get the use of both sides. I'm gonna pull the backing. And again, it's up to you, whatever glue preference you might have. Now that you have them all attached, just going to take some scissors and cut, kind of like we did before, except for this time do however many, if you want them really thin or really wide. Once you have them cut, you just pull them together, give it a 3D look. Now you've created a really unique center of a flower. This one is kind of a bad example because it is so much larger, but as you can see from her flower, it really did give a great effect.